best of my husband was in Pony Blues 1000 man video. Oh my god. Oh my god, this is gotta be fun. This is gotta be so much fun. So yeah, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And well, let's watch this.
Welcome to r/best of Redditor updates, where a Karen sets a house on fire. Our next Reddit post comes from r/entitled parents. A Karen threatens to get me arrested for gardening in my garden.
Oh my
Because the groundhog
God.
had no shadow, spring came early, so I decided to weed the garden strip that borders mine and Karen's property. There is a fence between the garden and her house. While doing so, I got rid of some of my daylilies that are on my property. I finish, return to my house, and continue.
Let me guess. The Karen doesn't think that these are yours, but hers, right? The way the guy is spelling my in caps lock all the time just make me sure of this.
My day until I hear a shriek from the side of my house. I rush over. And Karen, who just got home from work, asks me why I got rid of her lilies. I say they were my lilies and that I was making space for tomatoes, cucumbers, and carrots.
Lilies. It's not yours. It's like I said, it's not yours anymore because the Karen shaped the reality with her feelings and decided that the lilies are now hers. Yes, you cannot do that. It's not yours anymore.
She then calls the police because I destroyed her property. The police come and basically tell her to go inside and shut up because it's
Oh, I'm glad to see that the police still works with things that are still right, because here in my country, if you all, again, the Mizuki, my country moments, but yeah, here, like, if the guy, like, how I say this, if the guy called, like, the police and the police come and the Karen claims that the lilies are hers, even though it's on his side of the fence, it's probably the police would take him arrested. I'm not joking, okay? I'm not joking. It's just how much feminist my country is.
pretty clear whose flowers they were. Then, 5 days later, OP posted an update. In the comments of my last post, someone suggested that I put a camera facing the garden in case Karen decides the tomatoes look like they're on her side of the property line. That aside, I didn't expect Karen to do this. Yesterday, Karen got mega drunk, like multiple cases of beer drunk. And this put her anger over the edge about the loss of my lilies. She went
Incoming
with wood
problems.
and fire starter to my neighbor's.
What did neighbors had to do with that? Like, the problem is with you. Oh my god, like, why? What's going on?
The one on the opposite side of her house than mine, and lit their trash bins on fire. This spread to the neighbor's porch, and their entire home was alight.
Oh no, this is very serious. Oh my god, oh my god. She has to be arrested for good. She has to be arrested. She's a risk for society. She's clearly a risk to society. She cannot stay living there like in this way. She has to be arrested for very long time.
And living in a cul-de-sac, so I was woken up by the orange haze floating through my windows. I called 911, the whole shebang, witness report and everything. And as I went out with the 911 operator on the phone, this moron Karen gives a confession. After a while, as the fire department shows up, the Karen realizes her mistakes. 1, she lit a house on fire. And 2, she lit the wrong house on fire. She's being charged with arson and the like.
Oh my god,
Luckily,
man.
everyone made it out of the burning house. It's a mother, father, and 2 high school-aged kids. It still feels surreal. Wow, she must have really liked those lilies.
Because it
Our
is
next Reddit post is
surreal.
from r/true off my chest. My husband's nephew and godson is 17 years old. My husband got a job offer overseas.
The intention of her was set his house on fire, and because she was so drunk, he set the wrong house on fire. Good for him, but at the same time, anyway, someone like had losses for for this anyway, so this is not good anyway. Other person, even more that didn't have anything to do with this, like lost the house because of her. Oh my god, this is so terrible. And my husband, nephew, and godson is 17 years old. My husband got a job offer overseas for a month. We live in a house.
For a month. We live in a house, and because I felt uncomfortable living alone in the house, my sister-in-law, my husband's sister, suggested that I stayed with them in their guest room. I love my husband's family. A big, loving family that took me in and welcomed me with open heart and arms, even with me coming from a broken home with no family to love me, especially his older sister, who's 47. I'm 32, and my husband is 41. I loved staying with my sister-in-law. Everything was going great, besides missing my husband, who I spoke to a couple of times a day. I'm a night owl, and when everyone went to bed yesterday, I stayed up in the living room to binge House of the Dragon. I must have fallen asleep on the couch. I woke up later to my nephew's hand.
I didn't watch this yet. Like I watched like 3 or 4 episodes of this series, and I just didn't like that. Like it's not. It doesn't feel like the same as Game of Thrones, you know. I don't know. I think the story was better there. I don't know. I just don't like it.
And under my shirt. I pushed him away, but he put his hand on my mouth and pushed me back onto the couch. He hit me hard a couple of times and told me to stop moving. I grabbed.
What? I woke up later to my nephew's hands under my shirt. I pushed him away, but he put his hand on my mouth and pushed me back in the. He hit my heart. I think it's trying to say he hit me hard a couple of times and told me to stop moving. I grabbed a cola glass I had on the coffee table and hit him with
Grabbed
it.
a cola glass that I had on the coffee table and hit him with it. My sister-in-law must have heard him grunting in pain and came downstairs. She started hitting him and pushing him out. She asked him to go to the guest house, and she went after him, probably to see to his head injury because he was bleeding. She later came back and took me to the bathroom because I'd peed myself and cut my hand with the glass. She later gave me sleeping pills and stayed with me in the room. I woke up today at noon. Everyone but my sister-in-law was away. All the warmth was gone. She told me she was so disappointed in me, that she opened her home to me, and yet I used her son. What?
What? Like, unless I missed some parts, because I actually forgot kind of parts of the beginning, but at least the part that I paid attention to, it wasn't her fault.
I told her that she knew the truth. She saw everything. She said she saw nothing and nobody would believe someone like me, and if I wanted it on my conscience to break this family.
Oh my god, she's trying to like protect, like it's about her. Okay, it's about her. It's like, oh god, it's kind of, I would not even say it's because her kid or her husband, like, because you know that it's not even because her family, it's because the image of her that is with her family will be broken, like because of what her son did to. Oh my god, so she's lying clearly to protect. It's like, you know, it's like the same case as like when there is a child, like your own son or daughter being abused by your new boyfriend, and these kids are from your old relationship, you know, and like you deny everything, and like you even try to get rid of your own kids, like pushing them away to the house of other family members so you can live with your new affair, you know. This stuff looks like exactly the same. Like, Oh my God, she's trying to protect her image and lying like for the sake, but not this time, not to protect the husband that is abusing of her kids, but it's like the son who is abused of her sister. Like, oh God, down. I don't even think it's because of her son, or or the image of her family, but because her is part of the family, and she don't want to be like ashamed of what her son did. That's why she's trying to avoid.
I wanted to leave,
it's about
but
herself.
She blocked my way because what would the family say? I started crying and begging her to let me go and that I wouldn't say anything. Now I'm home and I don't know what to do. This will destroy my husband. He loves his family. They're his pride and prize in life. What if he resented me for breaking his family and ruining their reputation? And worse, what if he didn't believe me? He'll be home in 3 weeks. The black eye will probably be gone by then. So OP doesn't say who has the black eye, whether she means herself or the nephew. I'm guessing she means herself. Also, OP clarifies that the nephew is 15.
Yeah, he said, she said that he hit him hard. I mean, he hit her hard, so he punched her, something like that.
Soon to be 16. Then, 3 days later, OP posted an update. I want to say that I've talked to my husband. It was the usual scheduled phone call before bedtime, but I just broke down crying and told him everything. He FaceTimed me and saw my face. He told me to pack a bag and wait for his friend to come and pick me up because he never wants me to be home alone. My husband came home late in the afternoon the day after my post. I've never been so happy seeing him like I did then. He called his sister and told her he was coming over. When it came home, it looked like he had been crying.
Oh, so isn't her sister's like her husband's sister? Oh, yeah.
He asked me if I wanted to press charges and that he wanted me to do it, but only if I wanted. When he was at his sister's, she tried to put the blame on me, but he told her to cut the crap if she really cared about her son. He asked her why she's not more worried about him. The way he escalated into beating a sleeping family member, to go to this length to overpower them. He also asked her why she gave me sleeping pills. About that, I don't know why I took them. I just did. I've unfortunately always obeyed people who I thought had authority over me since childhood. She told him that I was panicking and she couldn't calm me down. Anyway, she denied that her son ever did anything like this and that she still thought that I came on to him. My husband talked to his nephew as well.
Oh my God.
And he was saddened to see that he wasn't sorry or affected at all. He didn't even apologize. He said that he was trying to wake me up because the couch wasn't comfortable and I hit him. We've made a report. There's not much more I can do. I don't think it'll lead to anything, to be honest, but I wanted it to be out there. My husband's brother called him.
I know it's uncomfortable for everyone, but I think it's the most important thing to do is to make a report or anything like that, because otherwise, if her son is get out of this fine like this, he will feel like he could do the same thing again with other person, even though will not be good for the family image and all this stuff, but it has to be done, or someone else will have problem. I mean, I'm not even saying that you doing that you're still avoiding problems in future regarding your son, but something has to be done, something has to be done about it. Because if you let things slide easily as that, he will feel even more encouraged to do stuff like that later.
To yell at him. They've already started with the smear campaign. My husband told them my side. I don't know who they'll choose to believe. My husband has 6 siblings. We'll have to see how this will unfold. His nephew is still a child, and my husband doesn't really want to hurt him. He thinks he needs help, but not the type that his parents are offering, enabling him.
Of course
also,
not.
He shares the sentiment that many of you have. The boy will do it again, and I probably wasn't his first. It pains him because he loves him very much, but he needs to tell people what he's capable of doing to protect their families. My husband has been quiet and...
Maybe she was the first because, maybe he felt more comfortable for doing that to her because she's a family member in one way or another, than doing that with a total stranger. So probably she was the victim zero, But yeah, things cannot keep going like that.
Distant these past couple of days. I didn't know what to do about it. I just felt immensely guilty. I didn't know if I dared to apologize to him and ask his forgiveness for ruining his relationship with his favorite.
Usually the family members are the first ones of fall victim of this stuff, Usually are the people around the family, because are the ones that they feel more comfortable and have more opportunities.
Favorite sister and her family. When I finally had the courage to do it, he looked surprised at me. He cried and told me that he was the one who's sorry. He thought that he was finally giving me the big family that I dreamt of, and he hugged me. I cried in his arms. We don't know what'll happen now. We have plans on moving back to the big city. I don't know what to do with my new job. I need to quit after a couple of months. I'm a preschool teacher, so it shouldn't be hard to find a new job or get my old job back. Thanks again. I don't think I'll be making any more posts. I just want to heal and move on. The thing that sticks out to me about this story is that OP's husband instantly believed her. So either he just really trusts his wife, or I think more likely he secretly believes that his nephew would do this type of thing. Our next Reddit post is from R.
Maybe he already saw some behavior in his nephew. The way he's talking this implies that she's straight up lying everything, but look at this story, it hardly can be made up, and the behavior that the mother have is also very much common to see in these types of situation. Trying to protect the son in a situation like that. It's also very common. I don't think that it was a lie. But I still not sure on the veracity of this story. Everything is made up nowadays on the internet. The whole story can be just fake. The person involved don't even exist. But the way the story was built up and the way she was telling that makes me believe that it was true. Usually you can always find some pieces here and there to think otherwise. When it's made up, it's usually very clear. People just don't want to believe. Even more when you're a third party looking from the outside. And usually I could tell apart very well when it's made up. But it doesn't seem to have flaws on there, on what she was telling, But yeah, maybe I'm wrong. Let me know in the comments what you think about all of this.
/ no stupid questions. Okay, so my sister and I are 16 years old, and she's 4 months older than me. And only today did I realize that you can't get pregnant when you're already pregnant. Our mother must have been 5 months into her pregnancy while I was...
Okay, wait, too fast. Oh, okay, so both my sister and I are 16 years old, and she's 4 months older than me. And only today did I realize that you can't get pregnant while you are already pregnant. Only in rare cases. What it has to do? Wait. Or mother? Oh my god, why it took so long to... Oh, damn. Why it took so long to realize this? There is something very fishy in their story. They are not from the same one. I think it's what he's trying to say. A mother must be been 5 months into her pregnancy while I was conceived. Is this a case of superfetation? I don't even know what is this. This exists? I have no idea. Not trying to debate anyone, just
conceived. Is this a case of double pregnancy? Not trying to debate anyone, I just want to understand.
Oh, superfetation is like double pregnancy.
Everyone in the comments is telling OP that they need to talk to their parents, and presumably they do, after which OP edits the post with a single line. Turns out, my dad had an affair with his cousin. Gross.
What? Oh, God.
Our next Reddit post comes from r/AmITheButthole. For context, this post is about a certain adult actress who was in some sort of 1,000 men versus one girl
now I think it's
gangbang.
Bonnie Blue
Okay, so
situation.
myself and a few girlfriends decided to watch a documentary that's been trending. Not gonna lie, I was expecting a documentary showing a human side of a certain person. Yeah, as anyone who's watched the documentary knows what it was. On to the issue. My friend's fiance was one of those 1,000 guys. I wasn't the first person to notice.
God,
Two other friends were the first to notice. I didn't believe it at first, but with a second watch, it was definitely him. Even though his face was covered, between the body shape and the tattoos, it was undeniable. We debated till the early hours of the morning if we should tell our friend or wait because she's 8 months pregnant. But in my opinion, if someone cheats like that, it's not their first time. And I'd rather lose her friendship for telling straight away than her finding out that I knew and hid it, because let's be real, when you tell someone news like that, there's a huge chance they'll hate you and not the cheater. So this morning I asked my friend to meet up and talk, and I showed her the evidence. And the minute she looked at the picture, she knew that it was him and broke down. I expected her to be angry at me, but she thanked me for being honest, as multiple people have hinted that she should watch the documentary instead of being upfront like I was. I ended up driving her to her mom's house. I'm guessing she told her fiance that I told her. He's been blowing up my phone, calling me an evil little homewrecker who ruined his life.
Oh no. Cheaters deserve anything, okay? Cheaters doesn't deserve nothing, like... Oh my God. Like, they deserve only pain and suffer, in my opinion. That's it. But Mizuki, aren't you a Christian? Yeah, but I'm perfect as well, okay? That's why I always say that I'm very example of Christianity. I am a very bad example indeed. Because I cannot tolerate things like that, okay? I just can't. And it's not just because it's some kind of common sense, but because I was victim of this bullshit as well, okay? So yeah, believe me. And that's why I don't accept this stuff. I don't accept this is terrible. This is the worst thing you can ever do to someone. And yeah, there is nothing that makes me more happy than see a cheater suffering. Yeah.
He's also calling me out on social media for trying to ruin his reputation and wanting his unborn daughter to grow up without a dad. My friends are angry with me for telling her straight away and not waiting till she had the baby in case the stress would cause issues to her health. I don't care if I'm being honest about her fiance, but I feel so bad for putting my friend in this situation while heavily pregnant. And I am worried that if something does happen to her, it'll be my fault.
She's really heavily pregnant.
Maybe she would have watched it herself and found out on her own. So, am I the butthole for telling my pregnant friend that her fiance was in that video?
No, you're not.
The next day, OP posted an update. My friend's fiance wasn't the only one of our partners to be one of those.
Oh no, man. Oh no. How in your inner circle? Why in the of the people you get to know? There is more than one. What are the chances? I know it's or 8,000, but how many people are there in your your country? Or oh God, this is damn.
1,000 guys. My boyfriend of 3 years was another one. So was another friend's husband. 2 hours ago, he posted screenshots in a group chat, and with the photographic receipts, no one could deny. Other men in relationships were also involved. He said in the caption, "I wasn't the only one there. Maybe check your own man before coming for my relationship." Then he tagged 5 other women.
Oh my God!
I'm not taking the blame alone, and being seen as the bad guy while tagged men did the same.
Even the cheaters are destroying themselves. Oh my God.
There was a lot more said, but I stopped reading and just deleted my social media account, then blocked my now ex.
I say good for the wives that will now get to discover and have the chance to restart again, even though it's terrible. And I mean, yeah, it's very bad to need to be single again or restart again after investing so much time and effort, And yeah, it's complicated, but yeah, it's better than staying in a very horrible situation like this. And without even knowing, at least that is an undeniable truth that your husbands were there. Is just watch the video and identify them. Like, you cannot deny proofs like that, that you cannot deny.
I don't want to hear his explanation. I feel so humiliated and physically sick. I don't know how I'm going to face my coworkers or clients at work tomorrow. I wish I could just disappear. My phone is going crazy, so I'm going to turn it off for a long shower, then see if I can get any sleep for what I'm sure will be hell tomorrow. Well, that was an unexpected twist. Interesting that this guy is calling OP a homewrecker and then proceeds to blow up 7 other relationships. That was r/best of Reddit.
Before we go any further, I want to take this brief moment here to thank all of you, my patrons, that support my work here on YouTube, and especially my 3 Tail Fox tier members, Heath Rowell, Wallen Wolf, Fenny Sylvy, and Zalost, for the incredible support to my work. Thank you very, very much. You guys are amazing. Also, thanks to all of you who supported me through Ko-Fi or Tron. Thank you very, very much. You can support this channel life and growth with just $5 a month and gain access to many perks. This is less than a burrito. Check out my Patreon. Link is in the description below. Yeah, I'm sorry guys. I don't know why. You see that my avatar is now frozen. It seems that my face tracking iPhone just... I don't know why and how. It just ran out of battery even though it's on the charger. There is something wrong, so yeah. I'm sorry for that. But yeah, luckily we were able to reach the end of this video, so don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, check the links below, and I will see you all guys in the next one. Bye.